Something like a dance, but it's called a party hop. A party ain't a party till you start the party hop. Everybody slide to your left, twice slide to your right, step and slide to your left. Everybody get with it and do the party hop. Let me see it, let me see it party hop. Let me see it, let me see it party hop. Let me see it, let me see it party hop. Everybody get with it and do the party hop. I love you had a long day, now you ready to play the party hop. A little something make you finish your day. It's for everybody, so I need everybody. Your brother, uncle, sister, brother, cousin, everybody. It's time to party hop. We gon' party hop. What up? It's something like a two-step, it's something like a dance. The whole world going crazy, I'm ready to dance. What up, man? I told you. What up, man? I heard the party hopping all the way in California. I can see them going ham in Louisiana, Tallahassee, Texas, Arizona, Alabama. This is crazy. Dance on the party hop. Shit, you do it, you can do it, do the party hop. It's something like a dance, but it's called a party hop. A party ain't a party till you start the party hop. But everybody, slide to your left. Everybody, twice slide to your right. Step and slide to your left. Everybody, get with it and do the party hop. Let me see it, let me see it party hop. Let me see it, let me see it party hop. Let me see it, let me see it party hop. Everybody get with it and do the party hop. Can't forget about my crew till the time later. They get the real heavy, they do the real major. Mississippi and Texas, so y'all like the boys. Guaranteed to always bring the heat with the noise. Man, let's shut this thing down, ain't time to meet it. Everybody love the vibe and the broke street. I'm on this bitch, you don't take this thing to the east. You heard of Charlotte, North Carolina, man, that city of beast. Do it with your hands. Do it with your hands. Do it in stand. Show them your face. Run to the bank, Chi-Town, LA, they money out the party, rocking all the way in the air. DC, where they lay like go. Brings me out, numbers off, that's a no-no. I'm seeing pop, everybody know yo-yo. Girls going crazy, over platinum, this shit don't. Hold on, wait, let's run the ace to the state. That party hopping all night, hey. Birmingham, Alabama, St. Louis, country, Bama, Tennessee, make it happen. Showtown, Montana, Augusta, Georgia, Orlando, Florida. That little beach, we dropping all the way in Sarasota, 85 South, we heading to the G. What you know about it, G? Ho, that party in all week, party in all week. The city is so fleek, party hop, no. Party with no sleep, all night. It's the party hop. You know the city, the state, the state. And we about to bring this thing on home. It's a crazy dance on the party hop. Shit, you do it, you can do it, do the party hop. It's something like a thing. All right. Welcome back. What's good, everybody? Y'all let me know, man. Is the audio straight? Is it good? Is it straight? It better be. Damn it. It better be, man. We better not have any of those issues that we had yesterday, or we're going to have a problem. What's good? What's good, big dog? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, Melly? What's good? What's good? Still learning this thing. I'm here for it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into it. You guys already see the title, man. This is Kevin Samuels versus Kendra G. So I believe this is their very first encounter that they had with each other. And I want to say this was before Kendra G. I don't know if she was speaking about him on a radio show or whatever, but we'll get into that, another time or whatever. We're going to go ahead and dive into this Kevin Samuels versus Kendra G. Now, it's kind of long. All right, so y'all go ahead and get your snacks, get some water, and let's go ahead and jump on into this thing, man. Let's see what Kendra G, what she got to say. All right, let's. I'm gonna try not to be as goofy as I was yesterday, man. Listen, I'm a silly guy, man. All right, love to laugh. So y'all, excuse me. Anyway, let's go ahead and add that thing to it. There you go. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? You're on point with it today. All right. Moment of truth, man. Let's see if we get a little echo real quick. Let's see. Hold on, let me turn this thing up real quick. That audio sounds good, man. That audio sounds good. Let's see. Look at him. Oh, it's about to be over. We about to get into it, man. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I want to hear that intro again, though, man. Listen,
One more time for the late Kevin Samuels, man. Yo. Wait, hold on. There we go. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's dive into this thing, man. Head first, let's get it.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. I think I have to admit, when you talk about high value men, those that are, I have friends and the men that I've dated, a lot of things you are spot on. They're very big on images. They are big on
What the hell is Kevin over there doing, man? What's going on, bro? Over there moving furniture.
being catered to. I'm a woman who used to desire those type of men. I don't really desire them that much because I don't want to fulfill what they desire. And one of the things you mentioned it the other night is you got to share that man. A lot of times that man, if he makes 400,000 or more, he may have another woman. And I know I cannot deal with that. So I think a lot of women sometimes say they want these men, but they've never dated it, because if they had, they wouldn't be just focusing on the money. There's a lot of women that have men with money, but they're not always happy either.
Well, okay, so
life is all about choices and trade-offs. You don't get everything, man. All right? Life is all about choices and trade-offs. These people have been sold the fairy tale that you can have it all, but you can't. That's reality.
the follow-up question to that would be, if that's the kind of man you would like to have, you just don't like that aspect of it.
Well, I would say this. I'm 41, right? So when I listen to the women, when I was in the 30s, when I heard the girls from up here, they remind me of myself, because I was like, he got to have a lot of money. He got to take care of all the bills. That's what I was on, and I run in those circles. But what I've learned is a lot of those men just couldn't be faithful. So then I learned, well, that's my deal breaker. Faithfulness is my deal breaker.
Okay, so get to the point. Like, what do you want?
So I've been blessed.
So the question I have then is, because I hear what you're saying, but then I'm also like, that sounds good.
Okay.
Because you 41 years old, married, any kids?
Nope, I froze my eggs though, so I got a safety net just in case.
So you're accustomed to a certain standard of life.
This is true.
And if a man is
And this is true for a lot of women, man.
making the median of what a black man is making, $42,500, he can't afford your standard of life.
Not only can he afford your standard of life, I guarantee you, women like this will not respect that man. That's the thing, man. See, she's done been with, a certain type of man, and now she has a certain type of lifestyle. She's older. She says she froze her eggs, but she's older now. All of those doggone experiences and stuff. That listen, she's living a certain type of way, and you cannot tell me that majority of women that again has lived this type of lifestyle, has the amount of money that she has, and everything that Kendra G has going on right now, that she'll be willing to get with. I'm not gonna say settle. I hate that word. Well, I can't stand that word. My bad. I mean to say hate. But she's willing to get with and respect a man that's making that amount of money. I don't think so. Not majority of women.
So is that my problem?
See, it's the reality of the world. Right. See, what happens far too often, especially in our communities, black women wait too long to get married. You wait till you're too old. You wait till you have too much experience, and your experience and your income has gone up, and that is inversely proportional to your sexual marketplace value.
So can I speak to that?
So let me finish making the example, because I hear women come on and say, you know what, that high value thing, I really don't want that because I don't want to have to share him. All right, but then are you going to be able to look at a man making $45,000 a year and respect him to the same level that a high value man will be respected?
Hot damn, man, let me tell you something. That is by far the best question that I have heard come from Mr. Samuels, man. Yo, I want to see what she's going to say.
I would respect a man who's hardworking, and as long.
That was a yes or no question. All of this beating around the bush. just goes to show you that mofos don't want to just be direct and answer the question because it's a form of deflection. And to be honest with you, I don't know what she's gonna say, but it sounds like she's about to come up with a lie. That's what that sounds like.
As long as he doesn't try to minimize me in any way. Now that's the biggest thing. If he's okay with me being my full self.
Look at Kevin's eyes. He's like, "What the like? Get to the my bad." But yeah, go ahead and get to the point, man.
You didn't answer whether or not you respect him to the same level you respect the high value man.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm going to say yes, only because I'm going to tell you this. I've dated high value men. I've dated the men with the Rolls Royces and all the cars and all the glitz and glamour. And they always thought because they had the cars and the glitz and glamour that you got to bow down to them. And
I get.
You don't have to. I mean, there's plenty of other women down the street that would be more than willing to get on his page, not bow down to, but get on his page and understand who the leader is. Look at that. That's masculine energy to the doggone 10th power, boy, going ham. God.
Get it, but I'm talking about the man who's working at the post office.
I would say, now, I'm going to tell you my requirements. I want you to be attractive. So if you're a guy that's working at the post office and you're attractive and you...
Hold on.
God, dog, man. So now he got to be attractive. All right, here we go, y'all. This is the reason why she is probably still single. Don't have a man, and ain't no dude trying to get with this right here, because well, we gonna listen.
Let me time out. Why do you want to be attractive?
I can't have nothing.
No, let me explain. See, this is what's so wrong for so many of our women. You're supposed to be the attractive one, not us. Okay. Black women today have atavistic mating standards, very primitive, meaning I want you to look good. So he can make $40,000 a year as long as he look good.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
That's exactly what she just finished saying. She just said that.
He can make $40,000 a year. I'm not.
That's what most black men make, $42,500.
Okay, so Kevin, so are you saying in your perspective that it's over for me? Then I don't have.
No, it's not. No, what I'm saying is your price is too high.
How is my price too high?
Look at your life right now. All right. Take a second. Take a breather. All right. Get out your feelings. And I want you to look around right now. Do you have any man that you would value vetting you to be their wife? And judging that this was back in March 26, 2021, and she's not married now, I think it's safe to say or assume that, listen, your life is showing you different, man. All right, your price is too high. You need to lower it.
Okay. Well, first of all, you asked me, and I'm going. You're 41 and unmarried.
Right.
You're freezing eggs.
By choice.
Yeah, that's no.
Well, no, I can say that I was once engaged when I was in college. Okay.
He don't count engagements. He don't count proposals. None of that. Don't count that, man. Because again, those are men that you obviously didn't value. Is a man of value vetting you to be their wife? And the answer is no.
No.
I just got.
See, this is what I mean. The engagement queens. You can't make this shit up.
No, I'm not. Listen, wait.
Stop. Don't overtalk me. No. I said if we could start giving black women credit for engagements. You act like that shit matters. I'm not married, but I'm not by choice. Unless you're turning away proposals of men of value and esteem, it doesn't matter. Y'all talk around y'all are unmarried when ain't nobody that you want to marry trying to marry you.
Kevin, can I speak to that?
No, because I haven't got to my point. Because I haven't got to my point. You asked me why is it over for me? That's what you asked.
But I want us to say one thing, okay?
Let me get to my point, dude. Let me get.
Okay.
I didn't even. This is why it's over for a lot of sisters too. Look, you can be right all you want to. Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine. You're too bossy. You're too opinionated. That works well in the corporate world when you're making other people successful and rich and fine but it does not work well when you're trying to connect with a man.
Because no man is trying to come home and have to deal with anything like that. When a man gets off from work, he wants to come home to a peaceful house, a peaceful woman. All right, we out there all day with this doggone armor and everything. We got a lot of stuff that we have to deal with on a daily freaking basis. All right. I had to knock two people out yesterday. Nah, but for real, we have to deal with a lot, man. So when it's time to come home, I don't want to feel like I'm coming home and having to deal with another guy being in my house. All right. I want it to be soft, feminine, you know what I mean? Just breathe across the damn floor, man, like she floating on clouds or something. But no, man, something soft. All right. And to be able to have a conversation and have, and talk and all this other stuff, man. Like I'm cool with that. But it's these combative chicks that's like this, that's over, I'm just gonna say mid to late 40s, that may be extremely successful in the corporate world, but they're lacking when it comes to relationships. They're lacking when it comes to finding a man that they would value. And the reason being is because they think that I'm going to take this exact same attitude that I use at work and I'm going to apply that to dating. And that's going to help me achieve success. Your life has shown you otherwise.
Why is it over for many women your age? One, because your income has risen. And females have evolved. Evolutionary biology says women want men to have at least what they have. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself. But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value. It is going down.
Can I respond? I want to be respectful because it's your
platform.
Go ahead.
You should be respectful. Of course, it's his platform, man, but you call into his show seeking advice or whatever from him. You should be respectful. That's the problem, man. Like I see, it's so many women that come on to my doggone platform, and they come in with all that masculine energy and all. I'm just like, yo, really? Like you come on here, I'm just trying to give you some advice. I'm trying to help you out. You haven't been getting the results that you want in life, so let me just help you out. You're here for a reason.
But do you understand that example I just gave? The inverse proportional relationship.
I understand, but can I speak now? Because I'm being respectful. This is your platform, so I definitely want to honor your rules. I just got out of a relationship in January, and I could be married right now if that was my goal. But I would rather be happy than just married to say I have a husband. And I don't think that should be looked down upon. I don't think that's my honest truth. You could, feel away, but that's an honest truth. I was in a relationship that he wanted.
How long were you in it?
We were together since last year, 8 months.
Okay.
And he was ready to be married very soon, very early on. And I don't want to be married just to be married. I'm not going to live with fear.
So I'm just curious, right? This young lady is 41 years old. Kendra G is 41 years old at the time. And you want to be married, but you're kicking it with a guy that was ready to be married, but you see, it's not adding up. It doesn't make any freaking sense at all. Again, you're 41 years old. You've frozen your eggs. Okay. You have a man that's ready to marry you, but you're with him for 8 months and it doesn't happen. What does that make any sense to y'all? Am I tripping?
And say, oh,
look at Kevin's face. Like what?
Okay.
So do you want to be married?
Huh?
You want to be married?
Excuse me?
Do you want to be married?
I want to be happily married. If I get married, it's going to be because.
Do you want to be married?
Do you want to be married? Yes or no, man?
Married?
Oh, did he want to be married? Yes.
Do you want to be married?
I would be married if it makes sense. I'm not going to be married just to be married.
Yeah, you see why he doing this? It's a yes or no question. Do you want to be married? Yes or no?
And I don't feel like that.
All right. So again,
he let you talk.
I've asked you, do you want to be happily married? And are you going to be married? I want to be happily married. ma'am, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about your happiness. I don't care about your love. Marriage is a practical choice, and you can make all these things you want, ma'am. And yes, you're 41, but you're gonna be 50, just like that.
I know, I will be.
So the question becomes, if you want to be married, I mean, let's be real. You're freezing your eggs for a reason. Why?
I did, because I didn't want the pressure to just go out and get pregnant because of my age and my clock. Men have that.
Who's going to carry the baby?
I mean, if I.
My bad. I want to. Hey, I see all of y'all, man. She Aggie. What's good, fam? What up, big man? 77917. What's going on? Ultimate Red Pill Channel. What's good, y'all? My fault, man. I'm still paying attention. I got y'all.
I can't carry the baby, then I'll get a surrogate. I mean, it happens.
I mean, she got the money, she got the resources. Okay, I'm not tripping about that.
So again, but in order for all that to happen, you have to have a man that you deem worthy propose to you.
You were with the guy for 8 months. See, I don't know if she's like honestly comprehending right now. You were with the guy for 8 months, a guy that was ready to be married, that was ready to marry you. You were with him for 8 months, and you want to be happily married. Like, why are you wasting 8 months of your life when you have a guy that's ready to marry this? He's ready to marry this. I'm tripping right now. I don't know what the hell going on.
Okay, and that's
hold on.
Okay.
That man, if he could meet your high standard, he could meet a lot of other women's standard as well. And here's the problem.
Man, listen, hey, he cooking right now. He cooking. Listen.
Hundreds of you, thousands of you. Why should he pick you over the one that can carry her own babies at 24 or 25 or 26, who are willing to get on his program, who don't have as many expectations as a woman your age?
God almighty. So you have a younger, because keep in mind, there are more women on this earth than men. All right? So you have a younger woman, because I mean, these chicks like this come a dime a dozen. She got, you know what I mean, the lashes, the makeup, the hair. Listen, man, you can fix a lot of chicks up to make them look decent if we're looking at these type of things, right? But when you think about this age difference, you can get a chick that's younger, that's willing to get on his level, that don't have to deal with all these expectations and all this extra stuff. Again, that can carry the doggone child. Why am I going to choose that over this? Somebody that's older, that has all this masculine energy. This is the reason why most of them are still single right now.
Well, listen, this is what I will say. If he wants to, if he feels the way that you're feeling, then he's not the man for me, and I have no problem.
And 41 ain't no man out there, though. Yeah, I mean, that's almost that passive aggressive sign language.
Can I ask you a question? Do you want me to feel okay? Do you?
That passive aggressive sign language, that whole if he's not the man for you, that's I don't play that Tyler Perry Christian crap. That's not it. I don't do that over here. You can do that over there, but I don't do that over here.
Okay, Kevin, I'm being respectful. I really am.
Why does she continue to keep saying that, man? Well, man, I really pause her because he said he don't do that Tyler Perry. Then he's not the man for me.
I'm trying
You're going to have to be respectful. Here's the thing. You being respectful.
That motherfucker, he said, you going to have to be respectful. There you mean? Like, you ain't doing me no doggone favors, man.
It's what you're supposed to do. You're not doing me a favor.
Okay, I wanted to have a conversation. I'm hoping we can have a conversation. So I guess am I at the ability to ask you a question? Is that fine?
It's about the topic, sure.
Okay, so what do you want me to accept? Because from your,
I want you to accept. I want.
Let him answer the question. See, this is the problem right here. They ask the question and then they want to continue. No. Stop right there. Ask me the question and allow me to answer it.
You to accept your sexual marketplace value.
Okay, so what does that equal to? So what are you saying that I need to accept?
Okay, what a sexual marketplace value of a 41-year-old woman is lower than a 31-year-old woman.
Okay.
It's lower than a 21-year-old woman. Because if a man wants to have multiple children, he cannot have them with you carrying them.
Okay, that's true. And
Hey, shout out to 88, man. That's on stage. I'm just here for Samuels. Facts, man. Dude kicking knowledge, man. He definitely kicking knowledge.
I don't want to have multiple children, so
But
I
I
would.
said, if a man
Okay.
wants to have multiple children, I don't care. See, you keep going back to what you want.
Watch her face when he giving her the game, man. She just completely she know, man, but she looked like she completely confused.
You control access to your body, and for a time frame, women control access to whether or not kids are born. But see, what older women, especially accomplished women, have a hard time accepting is your value has a shelf life. After 35, you're at geriatric pregnancy. If you met a man that you found that you thought was the bee's knees and he wanted 3 children, you can't carry them.
Okay, but Kevin, I would say this.
Look at her, boy. God, she just ready to kick back. I'm talking about with everything. She don't care what he say. She just ready to kick back with it.
Right? Can I just say that?
Is that true?
I agree with you. I'm not.
So either he would have to forego having the children in his legacy, or he'd have to go find someone who could.
Or it could be a man that might already have children and doesn't want children.
Not my example. That's not my example.
Can I just say this? I respect your insight. I really do. That's why I came on your platform.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna allow what you think is gonna be for my life to be my life.
Okay.
You look at your life right now and you haven't gotten the results. No man is trying to put up with you long term that you would value. No guy is trying to marry that you would value. Your life has shown you that. That's the reason why you're 41 years old and you have frozen your eggs. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, man, but these are just facts. Like, you look at your life right now and the things that you want, you can have if you be a little bit more honest and you lower that value down just a little bit.
You allow what I don't know you, lady.
Right, is that? Well, my name is Kendra. You said my name earlier.
Lady, Kendra, ma'am, I don't know you.
Okay.
So, and the thing is, I'm not going to allow you to start getting upset because
I'm not, Kevin. I'm not upset. I'm not upset.
You came to my platform and asked me my opinion. Okay, so to tell me what you're not going to allow me to do, that's not necessary.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just ultimately.
But what would you call it? What would you call it? I'm not going to allow what you say to do what?
But you called his show seeking advice. Like,
because I mean, listen, I hear you, but I don't. There's plenty of women that I know that have had babies in their 40s, that have gotten married in their 40s. It can happen. So
I'm talking black women.
Yes, I'm talking black women.
1 in 4 black women were married. 1 in 4 black.
Here we come. Hey, he come with the facts, the data, and statistics. They always try to do this. I have a friend that has done this. You are not your friend.
Black women were married in their lifetime. So you telling me about the aged black women who marry after 40 and have babies? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. That is.
He just saying, like, listen, this is not the norm. All right? This is not the norm. Majority of black women, if you look at most black women, 1 out of 4 black women will marry in a lifetime to anybody. That's black, white, Asian man, any type, blue, black, purple. 1 out of 4.
Unfortunately, and here's the thing: if you're waiting,
I hate to keep pausing, but man, listen. The reason why we're having these conversations, the reason why I pull up stuff like this is because I really, honestly want to see people get the results. All right. That's the reason why I do all of these videos and everything, man. But you got to start like being honest with yourself, man.
Until your 40s to marry and have babies, you did something wrong in your 20s and 30s.
I mean, well, I will say this. I focus on my career, which I know you feel could be something wrong. I have no regrets. I
don't feel like there's anything wrong. I don't feel like there's anything wrong. Let me go ahead and change. Let me tell you, turn you people in the comment section up. I don't care what y'all think. I mean, honestly, I don't judge by what women want. If you want to focus on your career, do that. But see, one thing that women have not been told in this country is there's cost to all of it. You can't.
There we go. But I always talk about life is all about choices and trade-offs. You can't have it all, man. And that's just the bottom line. You cannot have it all. Life is all about choices and trade-offs. And when you make any decision in your life, you need to be willing to take accountability and understand, listen, I made this choice, so this happened. All right. We are so sick and tired of people complaining about the decisions that they have made the early part of their life, and they start to complain and blame everybody else the later part of their life. Stop doing it.
Have it all. Men can't have it all. There are trade-offs and choices. If you chose to focus on your career, I am all for that. Do it. But it comes at a cost of your prime childbearing years. I don't make human beings the way they are. So this is the choice women have to make.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I was engaged to my college sweetheart. I went to Hampton and I chose to focus on my career instead of becoming a wife. I have no regrets. And just as I hear what you're saying with statistics, one of my best friends just got married last year. She's pregnant, due any day now, and she's 41, and she's a Black woman. So all I'm saying is, yes, you're.
That's one out of all the billions that are on this earth. And that is the example that you're going to.
You're right. Maybe the statistics aren't there, but in my reality, in my worlds, I know women that.
Anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact. Anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact. You know people like you. That does not change the reality.
Well, okay. I'm not taking away from that.
What I'm saying is, ma'am.
I'm just saying that.
Listen to what we're doing in the black. Listen to what we're doing in the Black community. Take it away from you. Take it away from your friends.
Here we go, right here. This is exactly what I try to get everybody to understand, man. Go ahead and take your feelings away from it for a second, all right? And I want you to look at the bigger picture and see what is going on right now. All right? Just take it away from you, because when you are involved, it's going to be emotions involved. But take yourself out of it for a second and be honest.
We're actually having a conversation about women having babies in their 40s. That's how warped we've become in the Black community, because we cannot get it together in our prime mating and marrying years. Because so many of our women value these so-called careers. Now, I don't doubt that you have a career, but I got to let you know how many women I've talked to over the countless years who call their job a career.
30, 40,000.
Most people have a job.
Even 60.
Most people have jobs. Most people don't have careers. And it seems to be, why can Becky, Marisol, Mylene, and Anu all go out and have jobs and careers, just like Black women have jobs and careers, and still be able to spin that plate and find a husband?
Hot damn. Man, I cannot wait to see how she gonna answer this one right here. Everybody else around you is doing everything that you're doing, but they're still finding a way to get a husband. Why is that? Why is that?
Why can every other race of women seem to be able to do that, but Black women are doing it at a 1/4 ratio, and the next closest women are white women who are married twice as much as you are.
Like 50-something%.
And that's married to anybody. You're not marrying anybody.
Can I respond to that? I hear what you're saying. But I also think that if women are realistic and they are open to dating and maybe not always focusing on the money and maybe to give up some things on their list, it is possible. I know you said yourself, your mother got married at 50. There's people that do still find love in their 40s. And I just think that I don't want women to feel hopeless.
And her 3 sisters died alone.
Huh?
And her 3 sisters on the way to dying alone.
Well, speaking of dying alone, I had a mother who wasn't married when she died, and she didn't die alone. She died.
Do you think Black women have been given the?
See, man, this is the issue that I take with stuff like this, man. You have the opportunity right now to speak to women, the younger women that's coming up behind you. You have the opportunity right now, man. You're on a big platform. This video got almost 1 million views. And he used to have so many videos that have went viral and all the other stuff. You got the opportunity to speak to those women right now. And this is the route that she chose to take. This type of stuff it get on my nerves.
Do you think Black women have been given the accurate message for life?
And what he did, I love the way that he does things, man. So he'll be like, okay, so she's not going to answer that question. So let me try to back it up a little bit and then approach this way and see if she'll answer this question.
I will say I will say no. I will say
And the reason why is because of what you're doing right doggone now.
no. I'll give you that, but I will say this too. There's a lot of things I do agree with you on, Kevin, and that's why I came on your platform. But I will say the die alone things. I don't want to give women. I don't think women should be
Oh, I do. I think fear. I think we need some healthy fear. Because here's the thing: when we do this whole coddling, don't act like it is what it is. No, we need to tell you smoking causes cancer. We don't need to tell you smoking causes bait. We don't. Smoking makes you happy.
Facts, man. Somebody on their way to doggone shoot the doggone house up. We're not gonna be nice about it. We're gonna tell you, no, somebody's on the way to shoot the dead. You need to get the hell out. Like, come on, man. We're gonna call a spade a spade. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna be direct. The problem is we haven't been direct with women, and unfortunately, you have the older generation that have the opportunity to give these younger women the game, but they choose not to. And that's exactly why most of those younger women are following a suit in behind these older women that I don't know what the hell going on in their doggone head, man, but they're following them.
Because I'm looking at our community. Black men are at the bottom, black women are at the bottom, black boys are at the bottom. You're the only group of women who stand out proudly saying, I don't need a man to make it through life. No other group or race of women is so bold to stand outside and say, put all the pressure of the world on me because I don't need him.
This is a problem, man. God, dog. And I see it every day. I see it every single day.
Well, I don't believe that. I believe men are very important. I love the black man. My father.
It's our culture.
Okay, I agree with that. Let me ask you this, Kevin. Do you think a woman, because I hear you talk about settling, I always wondered your answer to this. Should a woman be with a guy who might be cheating on her, not treating her the best? Do you think?
Why is everything always negative? Why is everything that comes out of this young lady's mouth? Why is it always the guy that's cheating or always the bad guy and women, have to settle? I want you guys to pay attention to this conversation, man. Everything that has came out of her mouth, not one thing has been said like in a positive light when it comes to men. Not one.
I think it's better to have a man than to not have a man at all.
Yeah, that's a disingenuous question. So when you come in setting the table as if is the choice between a negative and a man, I reject that question. Why don't you give it the other way around? You think a woman should have a man who actually she can build with and partner with, such and so forth? Why come in assuming bad faith to begin with?
No, I'm not.
No.
That's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you are doing, what you have been doing. She has not said not one positive thing about a man since she has gotten on this dog.
Yes, you did. You came in and gave me a negative versus having a man. And that means if he's going to do this, should she choose that? Why don't you give me the other side? Give me the good faith argument.
Okay, well, no, there is a good faith argument, but I just heard you say several times, I think sometimes women...
No, what I'm saying is, why didn't you come through the door giving the good faith argument? Why do I have to ask you for it?
Well, I think naturally, if a man is treating you right, if you find a Russell Wilson, what would be the reason for you to leave?
You mean an NFL MVP quarterback? That's the only
Yo, how many men out here are living that type of lifestyle, got that type of money, and doing the things that guy is doing? Come on, man. God, dog.
Okay, we'll take the money. Or just a man, period, that celebrates you.
What I'm asking you is, I don't celebrate you. You're supposed to celebrate him.
But what I'm asking you, Kevin, is this, and I'm not trying to be combative. I'm just simply asking you a question, and I'm really trying not to be combative here. Is there some women...
Bruh, this is how you know. This young lady is on her best behavior right now, man. And that's some scary that's scary. She's on her best behavior right now.
Right.
Yeah, she got.
There's some women who date men who might not be treating them the best, and I always just wonder because I know you preach a lot about settling and being with men. And
I talk a lot.
He ain't never said anything about settling. He ain't never said nothing about no doggone settling. It's always a young lady on this panel that always brings up settling.
About settling because that's what a lot of women talk about all the time when they really ain't settling. See, what I'm saying is, I asked you the question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
One of the two things wrong in our community is, one, so many of our women come into interactions with black men in bad faith. You assume the worst, the negative.
We've seen it in this conversation. Like, there's nothing you can say, man. All we got to do is rewind the damn tape.
Ma'am, go rewind this part. You gave me an example. Do you think a woman should settle for a man that's cheating on her, abusing her, such and so forth, in order to just have a man? That is a disingenuous French toast ass position when you could have easily come in and gave me the positive, good faith. Do you think it would be better for a woman to be with a man who she can actually live with and cooperate with and build a life with, or have nothing? You could have made that choice to come in the door, good faith or bad faith. You chose to come, no. You chose to come in bad faith because that is the default position in our community.
Well, no, Kevin,
Yeah.
I just, well, let me apologize if it came across that way, because
Okay, so well, she apologized, but of course it did.
It's not no apologies necessary. That just shows you where we are in the community.
Right, but what I'm saying is, there are times though, obviously there's men out there that treat their women good. I know several men who celebrate their wives and they're good men. So I wasn't asking that question because I thought that's a no-brainer. If you're with a man that is treating you good and you can build with, of course you be with him. But there are times when women are dealing with men who are bringing them more sorrow than happiness. And I was just wondering if you think being a single woman in that predicament would be better off than being with the man who might be bringing you drama. That's all. I was simply just trying to ask that question. There's three types of men. There's a man.
So hold on, wait. Wouldn't this be the obvious on either side though? If a man is treating you right, then it's obvious that you should do what? If a man is treating you some type of way, then it's obvious. I mean, what they say, man, two things can be true at the same time. Let's move on.
That treats you good.
All right, no. See, this is what we do too often. We do this too often. Acting as though women don't have accountability and consequences in the men they cheat. No, man. Okay, I'll let you go on for 30 seconds. And you say a man should be celebrated. I don't know why black women come in and talk about men should be celebrated. You're supposed to celebrate the man. He's not supposed to celebrate you. What other race of women runs around talking about them? You need to celebrate them. What are we celebrating?
Well,
who's on top? Who leads?
Well, Kevin, okay.
Who's on top? Who leads?
I do say that, yes, the man leads, but I have to just speak for the men that I know that are happily married. They celebrate their wives. They do.
All right. Okay.
But listen,
you can sell. Okay, man. But who? Okay. This notion is toxic to come in. It's toxic to like. Yes, it is, because it keeps women with this overinflated stuff that they need to be celebrated, to where asking women. Yesterday I had a woman on Instagram thinking that being a traditional housewife was tantamount to slavery just because she had to actually cook a damn meal.
I saw that.
So that's a woman that shares your reflection.
How?
She's black.
Oh, so it's my reflection. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yes. So my notion, the notion, the way so many women talk as though you're some sort of god or deity that's supposed to be celebrated. The way we do it over here,
deity,
is men of value lead. Women of value follow them. You celebrate your man. You praise your man. What y'all do on your side is good for you. Hope it works for you. But more people on this side are winning. More people on that side got opinions and no husbands.
God, no, that's it right there. He need to go ahead and cut this right here. Cut it, snip it, put it on YouTube, man. What did he just say? The men that are on that side, the men of value on that side that understand that they should be leading, and then the high value women on that side, they understand that they should be following, and they are doing it. And most of those women and most of those men are married. They got the results. And then you look at this young lady right here. You know, women should be celebrated and all this other stuff. And you look at the majority of the women that follow Kendra G. Let's move on.
Especially no husband they value. So you talk about Russell Wilson. I don't know many men on this side that respect Russell Wilson, not because he married a woman with a child, it's because he's a.
She's surprised? Is she surprised? Now listen. I'm gonna do another video about this very, very soon, man. But she's surprised that most men don't respect Russell Wilson. And listen, this is not just based on when he got with Sierra and all that. This was before then. I heard it was a lot of teammates. A lot of his teammates honestly didn't respect him. I don't not exactly sure what for. I don't know the guy personally, but based on what they said, based on some of the ways that he moved, I mean,
simp.
Why is he a simp? Why is he a simp?
Because that's an entire program. And here's the thing. How about this? Because the men say he is.
Well, okay, as a female, then I want a simp. Because if there's a man...
Well, then go ahead.
Well, what you waiting on? Damn, what are you waiting on? There's plenty of guys out there that are willing to be a simp for this young lady. And I'm pretty sure she done cross paths with a lot of them. But she's not listen, she gonna say whatever sounds good right now. But reality, she probably done passed up so many doggone simps, so many guys that are willing to simp for her. Just be capping.
Then you want to have again, and thank you guys. Listen to what she said. She wants to simp. She wants to simp. She wants to simp because a man like Russell Wilson who put Sierra on a pedestal, pedestalizing a woman is. I said this 3 weeks ago. Show me a culture or a race of competitive people where the women were pedestalized above the men, and show me a competitive civilization. You don't. Men's purpose needs to be pedestalized, not the female. It doesn't mean that this is a problem. So many women in the Black community want.
I've spoke about this countless of times, gentlemen out there. Purpose, man. Purpose first, and the woman that you're supposed to be with will align herself with you. All right? Stick to that damn purpose no matter what, bro. All right? Stay on track with that purpose. Stop getting sidetracked by all this cat out here. Okay? We are in the process of practicing de-discipline. I'm trying to stop cursing, so.
To be sitting up like this queen, and if a man is sitting up there looking at you, he cannot fight everybody else, compete with everybody else, and defend the world. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. And that's why so many women, Black women, are by themselves, because if they can't be treated like the queens that they think they are, then they'd rather have nothing, and no one's going to stop you. Because if it ain't, because the problem ain't Black men. It ain't Black men because ain't no man marrying you. When it says 1 out of 4 Black women were married, that means anybody.
Blue, black, purple. I told you, man. And it's unfortunate. You can look at her face right now. She know that he giving her game right now. He's being honest with her. He's not trying to be funny. He done had things to back it up with data, facts, statistics, the whole nine. And then she comes with the anecdotal crap that most of them come with. Instead of just taking the game and being like, you know what? Maybe he's right. Maybe I need to apply myself in these areas. Listen to whatever he said, and take that information and apply that to my life.
So your career, your job, your accomplishments, whatever is walking around making you feel great and wonderful about yourself, that works well until you're about 55 or 60. Then what? What's about the rest of life?
Are you asking me that direct question?
The ultimate point is we get nowhere when we have women who still think they should be celebrated ahead of the men.
Well, I think they should celebrate each other, and maybe we have.
Who should be celebrated? Who should lead?
I don't mind the man being the head of the household.
She don't mind. You don't mind. What the hell?
I don't mind.
Wow, that was the wrong answer. Like, I think if a man.
Okay, so who should throw the ball on? So who should handle the ball on the offense side of football? I don't mind if the quarterback handle. Who should throw the pass? I don't mind if the quarterback, or is that the quarterback's job?
Okay, I thought I was giving you I think we're giving the same answer.
No, we're not. We're not, because I don't mind. See, it doesn't matter if you mind or not. It's what it should be.
Okay, so the man leaves the household. I don't feel like the female can't have an opinion on anything.
Well, she can. She's valued counsel.
And I do think the man should be celebrated, but I also think, and I've witnessed it, men who hold their wives to high value and will do anything to protect her, and will say that they will not be the man they are without that particular woman. I had men, high value men that you call high value men, say things like that. So I know
what do the women say about their men?
Say again?
What do the women say about their men?
Oh, they love them. They appreciate them. They think that they're their king. So it goes both ways. They're celebrating each other. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Okay.
Listen, I appreciate you bringing me on your show. We're going to agree to disagree on a couple of things. Like I said, Friday and Saturday.
Well, one way works and one way doesn't.
Well, I mean, I will say this. Maybe I live in some exceptions to the rules, because
you don't live in it. Your life has shown you that you are not the exception. You are 41 years old and you have frozen your eggs. You're not the exception.
Because I'm just speaking on the things that
you do. 1 in 4 black women were married. You do, and I don't know I don't know if you just look at my show Monday through Friday. That's the world.
Okay, well, Kevin, can I just say this one thing? I feel like you do give good advice, but sometimes when the women come up here, you make them feel hopeless, because there's certain things.
Wait, what? See, this is the problem that I be having with some women that I have conversations and stuff with, man. They will throw little ish out here like this. And I'm like, yo, where are you getting this from, man? Like, seriously, what are you getting out of this? Because that is not true at all. These little white lies that they just try to throw up there and try to speed past. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I don't make you feel anything. You're responsible for your own feelings.
Okay, I will take that back. I will retract that. But I would say, if a woman has, I don't have.
It's unfortunate, but like a lot of women honestly do that. Seriously.
Kids, but if a woman has children, and if she's a certain age, and you feel like there's no man out there for her, then what is she?
He never says that.
So if I tell a woman what the statistics are,
statistics,
and what the men and if I tell you what the men are saying, see what you don't seem to realize.
Wait a minute, I hate to pause him, but listen, this man is an image consultant. He spent years talking to just the men, and even before that, he was talking to mostly high value men, and asked them, yo, what do you want? Like, what type of woman do you want? He has all of it. Like, he's spoken to so many different men. He knows exactly what those men want. And he just basically giving these chicks the game, and they are choosing not to receive it.
If I had a drone follow me every day, when I go out into Atlanta or around this country, how many men will come and say from high school to on walkers saying, thank you. Thank you for telling the truth. Thank you for saying what I can't say. Every day.
Yo, what's going on, Aiden? There go my boy. Yes, sir. What's good, Aiden? That's my dog. Hey, I got to give a huge shout out to my boy, Aiden, man. Aiden has been rocking with me since I started my very first YouTube channel, my main channel. Shout out to you, Aiden, man. I appreciate it, man. Rocking with me when I only had like maybe a couple of hundred subscribers on my main channel before we got up to like 50,000 subs, man. And, you know, it was raking in 15 million views and stuff. Yo, shout out to my boy, Aiden, man. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. For real. You know what, man? I'm going to have to send you something, man. Let me know if you're interested in doing any vlogging or anything, man. I would love to send you something from one of these companies that sent me something, man. Serious, I got to look out for my dog, Aiden. For real, man. That's my dog. Been a long time. Absolutely, bro, man. Hey, salute to my dog, man. All right, let's continue. My fault.
Dozens of men. Can I take a picture with you? Thank you for telling the truth. I'm so glad. So it ain't what Kevin is saying. And see, the problem is so many women are focusing on the messenger, the tone, or whatever. You're losing the fact that you're finally getting some accurate information that ain't telling you don't forget your crown, you're a queen, and all this other kind of stuff, because all those people want to sell your books, sell your dreams. And you talk about
Steve Harvey, Oprah, every single last TV show, Tyler Perry, unfortunately, TV show, movies, like everybody is selling women the same freaking dream because this is how they're going to either get rich or remain rich. Yeah, hey, and if you can, man, yo, reach out to me on my IG, man. I got to send you something, bro, for real.
Leaving hopeless. I think many women who bought this bullshit that these men have been selling, and then turn around and find out they're cheating just like everybody else, and ain't the men they say, then they should feel hopeless. At least I'm telling you, 2 + 2 is 4. Make a decision what you want, 2, 2, or 4.
Okay, well first of all, you're absolutely right. I know plenty of men that speak your praises. Like I even said, there's things that you have said that I have agreed with, and things that I know high value is a thing with money. Men with money will tell me certain things that you do tell the people on your platform. So I'm not disagreeing with you there. If there's any disagreement that I would ever have is
now, is she about to throw out another one of those little white lies that I be talking about? Or is she going to be speaking from facts? Let's see.
just the accord of women, if they don't, they can't get married in their 40s or
Boy, let me tell you something, man. Boy, man, I probably should have worked out a little bit more today, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. Another one of them doggone little white lies, man. Stop the cap. Like, what my doggone hat at, man?
Couldn't get married. I didn't say you couldn't get married. What I say is you have to pick a. First of all, you're not gonna keep. I hate when you ladies do this. You oversimplify.
A lot of them do this, man. And then you try to look, she trying to play like she don't know what the heck is going on. That gets on my last nerve, bro. You knew exactly what you were doing. You know this man has never said that. But he is going to be direct. He's going to give you the data, the facts, and the statistics. Every time that he speaks to somebody, man. And he's just looking at like, listen, okay, this right here is the world that we're living in. That right there that you were considering, like, that's a fairy tale. That world does not exist, and your life has shown you that. Like, man, boy, another white lie. Here we go.
Simplify what I say, and then expect me to actually hold that. When have I told a woman that she can't get married?
well,
Wait for it.
I know you have this thing called the danger zone, and
What does that mean?
Wants you.
What does that mean?
The danger zone is she's in a certain age bracket. Like if she has kids, if she's overweight, and if she's a certain age, you have.
Kendra,
she just proving like you're telling the story, man. Stop the cap. You're lying. He never said that ever.
Disproven that you don't know what I talk about. That's not what the danger zone means.
Educate
So
it's another one. Don't apologize now.
So this is what I mean. You're a professional woman, and you're in media too, right? You run
yes, I am.
And you watch my show. I've defined the danger zone countless times, and you still are saying something it ain't.
Right. I believe she was like on like a TV show or some news or something like that. I want to say she's like a journalist, man. And you are required to do your research before you leak any type of information out. So that was your job. That was your career. How the heck? You've been doing it all these years and had to be pretty successful at it. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
The danger zone is the years between 27 and 35.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm saying.
That's not it.
Okay.
27 to 35, when a woman needs to really focus like a laser on the outcome she wants. If you want to be married with children, you need to focus like a laser, because after age 30, by 35, you hit what's geriatric pregnancy. That's not Kevin. That's nature. That's biology. See, what happens so often is you ladies get triggered. You think you hear what I say. You're going to try to make the danger zone be all that stuff, and it was none of that stuff.
Okay.
You're going to try to say, well, you tell a woman that they're this and that, and I don't say that.
Okay.
Ma'am, you'll be able to go back. This is going to be up. You'll be able to hear what you said. And the fact of the matter is, I don't tell women that they can't. I tell them it's unlikely depending upon their particular situation. And yeah.
And bam, there we go. Data, facts, and statistics. All right, based on the numbers. Let's be a little bit more realistic here. Based on the numbers, the chances of you finding a man of whatever value you're trying to look for is slim.
Yes, let me reiterate. If you are a woman over 35, overweight, and with children, it is highly unlikely that you're going to find a man making six figures plus who wants to marry you.
So what you need to do is you need to focus on those areas that you can focus on. All right. If you already have children, not saying that you cannot get married, but you already have a few things that's already going against you. All right. So what you can do, you can work on that weight. All right, bring that weight down. That's gonna increase your chances of finding a particular man that you may value. Another thing you can work on is your attitude. A lot of people have problems with that attitude, and that's gonna keep a man that you may value from getting with you long term. He might sleep with you. You know what I mean? Most of these dudes out here are busting chicks down, but a guy that you may value, you want to keep long term, then some things gonna have to change. That's all he's saying.
Because those men want something in return too, and they typically don't want somebody else's children. Now, is that meaning them hopeless? No, what it's telling them is you've made your choice to allow yourself to reproduce 1-2 times with or without the benefit of a husband, most of the times without. You've allowed yourself to become the physical shape you are. That's your responsibility. It is not this man's responsibility to lower his standards, settle, when he's had to work to become this thing. No one gave him this.
Mm-hmm.
He deserved to get something from this.
And see, the thing is, most women they're born. Well, I ain't gonna say most women, but some women are born and they already have that face, that structure. You know what I mean? A decent grain of hair. All right, a nice proportion. But like some women are born with that. But I'm not gonna say every, but most men have to work. Oh, heck, what that was, my bad. Most men have to work for the things that they have. All right. These gadgets, the money, and all the other stuff. We gotta work for it. So we want something in return for that. Femininity it's at the top of the doggone list. Ladies, work on your femininity, man. We're gonna have a whole show about that as well.
But see, we're so busy trying to tell women that they should be celebrated that we forget to think about what about your men? We need to start celebrating men, black men, and forget the black men. What about the boys? Fuck the men. What you doing with the boys? All these women with children, what are you doing with your boys? Black boys reading at the 4th grade level. Black boys are behind. Forget us. You don't have to like us. But what are you doing with your boys sitting next to your daughters? And more often than not, women are telling their daughters, get an education, do this, and so forth, and
follow right behind my doggone footsteps. Focus on your education. Leave them boys alone and all this other stuff, man. Just focus on you. Be that strong, independent woman. That strong, independent, modern day woman.
They're making their sons punks, putting them in Jordans and pink shirts, and making them son husbands. And they are raising the same men that you ladies complain about.
So, man, listen. Good grief, man. Listen. He giving out some jewels right now, man. Y'all, hey, get that pen and paper out, man. Where my pen and paper out? He is giving out a lot of freaking jewels. Most of the women that are complaining about the guys that are in the dating market right now, you're raising your son to be exactly like that. Soft. Soft. SOF with a capital T. Soft.
Prioritizing sooner or later this old nasty old bad old patriarchy. You're gonna have to realize that it's the one thing that's made this world evolve.
Okay. I know you probably have to go to somebody else, but there's just one more thing I want to talk to you about, if you allow it. I know it's your platform. The dying alone. Because I feel like the dying alone thing, I know my uncle died alone. He was a man. My father found him dead a day after he was dead.
Your uncle died alone, he was what?
I said he was a man. So I'm not sure when you talk about dying alone.
Because men aren't complaining. I already know where she's going with this. Men don't complain when they're alone. They don't complain. You don't hear men or you don't see men getting on social media and complaining about being alone. All right? Women, no.
It can go both ways. Now,
see, that's what we start. That's what we started off today, right? That's exactly what we started off talking about.
is that bad for me to say that?
Yes, it is.
How?
Because this is exactly, you can't make this shit up, guys. It's always when it gets tight on women, we got to make it always go both ways. This overgeneralization. See, here's the thing about men dying alone. Men have always died alone. They've been called weirdos, hermits, loners. But men at least have the decency to leave everybody else the fuck alone. They'll sit in their cabin, sit there eating Hungry Man or Swanson or ramen noodles. They'll even go homeless. What do you think all these men out here are homeless? Show me groups of homeless women.
Shout out to Aiden. I appreciate it, man. Kenny always speaking facts. Appreciate you, bro.
Nowhere in the world where women are by themselves do they not require and demand stuff from the state. It's killing Japan. It's killing China right now. Women who are unmarried, living in communes or groups of one another, but then they're getting older and older and older, and the state cannot support aged people. It used to be your nuclear family.
They already doing it with the children, and now all of these single women, and it's more and more of them piling up every single day. More and more single women that need to be taken care of by somebody because they did not find a husband. They did not find a man that's willing to settle down with them.
Your extended family who took care of mama and papa and granny and auntie, but now you got adults who are choosing to be independent, making $60,000, $70,000 a year when they're in their 30s or 40s, doing decent, but they're not living high on the hog. But you don't have no retirement. All you're away for is one illness or one fall from being broke. So, dying alone, women don't sit around at 50 or 60 years old and not demand government assistance, benefits of some sort. They're demanding something on the system. So, men are still supporting you, and that is going to break a society. We cannot afford it. So, like it or not, ladies, when we start seeing homeless elderly women like we see homeless men, then women will start getting the picture. Because like it or not, the coffers are empty. You can't not gonna just be because many women still think, yeah, well, if it get too bad, I'll just go to the church, I'll go to the Jesus house. What about when all that's closed? What about when there's no more resources? Where those women gonna go? The same place homeless men have always gone. Outside.
To the streets.
Do you believe that marriage benefits men too? Like I know you.
Do I believe what benefits men?
Do you feel okay? And because I know I have to ask my questions very correctly with the words. So I know that you believe women, marriage is a benefit to women.
No cap, Katie. Yeah, right. Facts, man. No cap, bro.
Do you believe that marriage is a benefit to men? Like, should men try to find wives? Like, is that important to them? Or?
Well, it used to be. It used to be when women valued marriage and valued men. But today, more often than not, women value a man's resources and his ability to provide. That's why I stick in the high.
A ring and the wedding, they value that more than they value their men. Most of them. They so focused on getting that ring and getting married that they aren't really paying attention to what it is a man wants, what a man needs. Most of them are not paying attention to that stuff, man.
High value area, because I realized that most women don't want a man making $40,000 a year. I asked you that 30 minutes ago. Would you respect a man making $42,000 a year? And the answer you had was no. I
didn't say no.
You
beat around the doggone bush. You might as well say, listen, man, when you cannot be direct, that already answered the question for you. Okay, all right. Do you want $1 million? Yes, absolutely. Could you value a man making $40,000 the same way that you would value a man making a meal? Well, I mean, yeah.
You didn't know what you did not do is answer. I remember what you did. You did not answer directly.
I respect any man, first of all, that has a job. So I did say that. That's not true.
But no, the answer was ultimately the lifestyle. Would you be willing to lower your lifestyle? Are you willing to lower your lifestyle?
Oh, lower my lifestyle.
Yeah, because okay.
A man making $40,000 can't keep up with that, man. Cannot keep up with your lifestyle. I'm pretty sure she probably driving some Dodge or Jaguar, BMW, or you know what I'm saying, living in a big old LA. Listen, I'm making 40K, dog. I can't afford the trips and that weave, them wigs and them fingernails. A man making $40,000 per year is not going to be able to keep up with that type of lifestyle and still be able to afford and handle those bills the way that he needs to.
I'm
Especially not today, man. Y'all know how rent is? And rent here is like freaking 1,500, and that's on the low end. You looking at about 2,300 for a doggone a decent place to stay.
assuming you make more than $42,000 a year.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so if he's making $42,000 a year, he's only going to be able to pay whatever percentage of his overall income towards the mortgage, the lights, everything else, and even the car. So if you drive a BMW, what, he's supposed to get a bicycle?
So I'm supposed to get a lower car then? I'm just
There you go, right there. Look. There it is. There it is. Look.
asking. Because
That's what men do. All right. That's what a lot of men are. Hey man, you know, I just stuck it out. As long as my wife good, we good. We ain't gonna complain about it. You know what I mean? Hey, just got the wife a such and such, you know what I'm saying? This new Jeep Wrangler or whatnot, man. What you got? Still drive my old little beat up, you know, car from like 3-4 years ago.
explain. That's what a man would have to do.
But
That's
you
what a man.
said that men and
So
women
that's what a
aren't
man. That's what a man would have. That's what a man would be expected to do. If a man was earning more than his woman, the world would expect that man to get him a decent car and her a decent car.
Right.
The world would look at that man crazy if he was driving a car that his income could afford and she was riding around in a Honda Civic.
That boy just got a doggone a brand new Tesla. Oh, what is it? A Tesla Model S for $130,000, and his wife still riding around in a Honda. Like, bro, come on, man. You know you wrong for that, dog. Like for real, you wrong for that, man.
He's riding around in a Mercedes. The world would look at him all kind of craziness.
But see now, can I respond to that, Kevin? That's on the man to have more stability and confidence in himself, because
he making $40,000. What do you mean?
if you're worried about the world,
That's not. We can't skip past. No. You asked, is it on me to lower my lifestyle? Well, if he can't afford to go, see, a man making less than you is not used to going to eat the places you do, go to do the things you do. So
because men, let me explain. So let me break it down for some of the people out there that don't understand these average type of guys. They have pretty much a set lifestyle. They go to work from Monday through Friday, from 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning to about 5 p.m. They pretty much already have the meals and stuff set up to whatever they're gonna eat throughout the week, and everything is pretty much just regular routine. I pay my bills, I go to work, I come home, I chill. If I go out to eat, it's gonna be maybe once or twice per week, but we're not doing anything extravagant. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna be no 5-star hotel and all that other stuff. Guarantee this young lady probably doing it maybe 2-3 times per week. An average earning man cannot afford that lifestyle. It's sad that he got to break it down for her.
you're gonna have to forego doing those things, unless you want to pay for them.
I see what you're saying.
Are you willing to pay for it? That's the question. Are you willing to pay for it?
And I know that, and I'm a smart enough man to know that comes with a woman lacking respect for a man. So we can play around this all we want to. You can say
eventually, most women, not all, you know, you're gonna have some, a very very small percentage of some that may be willing to do it, and then you got some of them that may be willing to do it for a certain amount of time before they start to lack respect for that man, like on down the line. You got some that will do it and don't mind doing it. You know what I mean? I've seen a very very small percentage of women that have done something like that.
Say, I don't want to deal with a high value man if they regard sharing it with somebody. I would rather do this, but this man over here is not going to get high value man respect. And he's going to always know that this dude was really your first choice, but you didn't want to deal with this, and you're not going to put him at the.
Or she can't get that guy, so she's willing to quote unquote, what they say, settle for that average earning guy.
Same level of pedestal.
Fellas, be careful. Be careful, man. They out there.
that you would have to put this man on to share or honor him like they need to be. So honestly, is there any value to marriage to an average guy today? No, because modern women are not marriageable like the women of before. They're not. Modern women today are not ready to be with their mothers, their grandmothers and their great grandmothers were. They're not. I didn't make it that way.
I guess I'm gonna live in the exception to the rule area.
She keeps saying she's the exception. No, you're not. You are not the exception, young lady. This was in 2021. It's 2022. It's almost 2023. And you still have yet to find a husband. You still have yet to unfreeze them eggs and start having, those children or that child that you've been planning on having. You are not the exception, and your life has shown you that you're not.
But you can live an exception to the rule, and that's fine. You at 41 years old, I try to do that too. But when I'm talking with people across the board, I don't do that. When I talk to 24-year-old women who tell me that they could not marry a plumber off rip just because of the title plumber, and she's a political science major, what do you want me to tell them?
Is it my fault though that I built a career? Like, that's where I kind of get confused, because if I'm not judging the
your choice.
Life is all about choices and trade-offs. No, it's not your fault or whatever, or if that's how you want to look at it, but your life. You made the choice to focus on your career. In your hotter, in your younger years, in your childbearing years, and that came with a trade-off. Now, when guys look at you, they see all of that stuff, and then they got to deal with all of this extra stuff. You're not willing to get on a man's plan. Listen, most guys not accepting that.
It's your choice.
Right. So if
it's your choice. Okay, ma'am. You keep asking me, is it your fault? I don't know why you keep asking me this. Your choice. You choose the outcomes. Here's the bottom line for me and you.
I think this about to be it, y'all. This is it right here. I think he about to wrap it up now. Here it comes.
And everybody, relationships are reflective. You attract what you are.
Okay, I agree.
So if the man you were with 8 months ago wasn't up to standard, you allowed him in your life for 8 months, 8 valuable months at 40 plus.
He wasn't marriage material. Chances are you weren't marriage material. Your value, you think your value is up here, but your life has shown you different.
I'll be okay though. I don't have a problem in that area. And one day I'm gonna get married, Kevin, and you're gonna be invited to the wedding. And when I have my
you act like I'm sitting here cheering and saying that you're not. But what I'm saying is, modern women's estimation of themselves, modern black women's estimation of yourself is, you're more prideful than average men.
I'm more prideful?
Black women are more prideful than black women, in my opinion. My personal opinion, have more pride than most men.
Well,
Let me explain what I mean. Because you ask a lot of educated sisters, the first thing you lead with is your accomplishments.
What man want to hear? I don't give a damn about what. Come on, man. I don't care nothing about that.
That is a masculine thing. When women, that's not a feminine thing. Go on my show. I got it. Where do you think this song from? I'm a PhD. I'm a PhD. That came from me asking a woman, "Where's your husband?" What? Husband? I would not choose to be. I'm a PhD. And the thing is, if the ultimate goal for so many of these women is they want to be in a emotionally significant, profound relationship, having their own children, these PhDs, these masters, these careers, especially when the truth comes out that they really don't want to have to pay significant bills after they're pregnant, and don't want to have to pay but a small portion of the overall financial family load after marriage, then these careers and jobs are just ego projects. Because what you plan on doing is, if you get the kind of man you want to get, you're going to jettison it for a period of time anyway, while everybody else is working. So these careers are ego projects for most. So if that's what women choose to do, great, do it. But then you come out here at 35, 40
and complain. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad he brought this thing back full circle.
years old and talk about, I can't find no man on my level. All these men are beneath me. Yada, 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 yada. And then act like the problems with the men. No, you waited too long. Your price is too high. Your eggs is dried up. You're out of shape. Your attitude is not where it needs to be. And then you think somebody should value your socioeconomic status when it's actually your looks, fit, feminine, cooperative, submissive, the things it's always been.
Okay, Katie. Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm still looking at the comments.
And I get to be the asshole that says this over and over again because everybody else wants you to buy their seminars and their books. I don't have a seminar or book.
No, again, like I said, Kevin, the things that you said on your platform, I have heard men say to me and talk about the things that they won't say to women. So I have heard those things. So that's why I said there's a lot of things I agree with. There's some things I disagree with, but that's life. And I mean, again, I don't want no smoke, Kevin. I was coming on your show.
No. I'm looking for a clip. I'm looking for a clip when I had a woman here from me.
Okay, you want me to hear a clip? Okay.
No. This woman that came on my show, and she's a successful woman, but she does hair here in Atlanta, and she made the example of when she's sitting here listening to all these successful entrepreneurs.
Hey, hold on 1 second, everybody. Y'all give me 1 second. What the hell? What the hell happened to my damn camera? Crap. Why ain't nobody telling my camera's off, man? Hold on, let me see what's going on. Dadgummit, let me... hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. What the hell? Ain't nobody say nothing about my camera being there. That's the only problem I got with this damn thing. It don't wanna damn listen. Hold on. Dadgummit. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Let me see what's going on here. My doggone camera done went dead. Ain't that bottom? Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's on 1%. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this off real quick. So that's what that was. That sound earlier. That was my camera going dead. Hey, I need an assistant, man. I'm gonna have to hire some folk. I'm gonna have to hire some folk to make sure they keep up with this right here. All right, what we got? What you got for me? Okay, we got 10% left on this right here. All right, y'all. Hopefully we good. Hopefully we can continue to rock. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's get Katie back up in this thing, people. Let go. Oh, there it is. I'm there. Wait a minute. Integrated. Oh man, we got this is the old camera, but I'm looking for the other one. Let's see. Hey, there we go. What's good, people? We back, baby. We back. All right, my fault. Okay, all right. Let's continue. That thing is at 10%, so we don't know how long that thing gonna ride for. I don't know how long this thing been, but let's continue, shall we?
Executives, businesswomen in her chair, that they're all complaining about the same thing. I can't find no man on my level. But when you were 35 plus, you should have been out of the game for 10 years. See, what I'm saying is, for women who want to have a career or whatever, there's a man out there that you can make a deal with. But the problem is, far too many Black women did not prioritize finding or being found by a suitable man. They thought, they were told, focus on this, and then when you decide you want to settle down, then you can turn around and go get one. That ain't how it works. Every other group of women realize that I need to find him in college, in grad school, early on in the process, and then grow with him up. But this is where sisters come along. You didn't find him when you was in school. So now you get to this point, you don't want no build-a-boo or build-a-bread. Okay, so you want this man over here. You want the man who's already in process on his purpose, that don't need nothing from you, who can provide for you. Well, guess what? He wants a whole lot.
Facts. He don't work for all of that. Trust me, that price ain't gonna be cheap. It's not gonna be easy. And most women are not willing to put in that time, that work, that effort, like they're not willing to do it. They are not willing to meet that man's demands. And that's the reason why a lot of them quote unquote settle, or they just choose to be alone, or they don't have a choice, pretty much.
Cartier don't go on sale, baby girl. I never seen Cartier go on sale. Never seen Cartier go on sale.
Well,
Oh yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate the likes, man. I see the likes on there. I see the comments. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna go through them after this video is over. My bad.
Do you think women that make a certain amount of money or a certain category have to adjust some of their wants? Because you are right. The market value is a little different. My thing, and you cleared it up for me, because I always thought it was you'll never get married and things of that nature. But you cleared that up for me tonight. That's why it's good to have a direct conversation. Mm-hmm. You never said it would never happen. But it can happen. And I just think that I just want.
If you were telling women what to do, would you tell them to wait till you're 40, or would you tell them?
Would you tell younger? This is a good question right here, man. Would you tell younger women to make the choice that you made and choose to focus on your career? Again, you are in front of, or this video is going to be played over 1 million times. Most of these videos that are cut up are in the hundreds of thousands or millions. You have the opportunity right now to speak to a younger you, all right? Women that look like you. They want advice. And he's being direct with her right now. If you had the opportunity to tell them, would you tell them to follow what you did, focus on your career at 40, and wait until you're 40 years old or 41 years old, freeze your eggs to have your child? Would you tell them to follow in your footsteps, or would you tell them get married? Focus on being married, if that's something that you want to do.
Prioritize it in your early 20s.
Hold on, y'all.
Let me never said it would never happen. But it can happen. And I just think that I just want.
If you were telling women what to do, would you tell them to wait till you're 40, or would you tell them to prioritize it in your early 20s?
Well, let me be honest. I'm a career woman, and I feel like my career is who I am.
If you want to be married and have children, what would you tell women to do?
Because she does want to be married, and she does want to have children. All right, she done focused on her doggone career long enough, and now after the smoke done cleared, and she done had to come to the front of the congregation. Come on, man. She done had to come to the front of the congregation and be honest. All right, you wanted kids this whole time. You wanted a man to marry you this whole entire time. Like, let's be honest. You just made the wrong decision. So what are you going to tell the younger version of you? Derek, cut it out, man. Don't start there, brother. Don't start there. Value too high. Absolutely.
You gonna let me answer? Because I would tell a woman not to have a baby until she's married. I strongly believe in being married before you have a child.
Okay.
And but I wouldn't tell her to do it out of fear. I wouldn't tell her to do it because.
What age?
Oh man, I love it, dog. At what age would you tell her to focus on trying to be married and try to have children? At what age? Be direct. I guarantee she's gonna beat around the bush. I know she's gonna beat around the bush.
I have to be honest. The age that works for you. When you feel
this is so vague. Give me a range. Give me a range, man.
Okay. Man, he even giving her an option. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you a range from 25 to 35. Focus on being married and focus on having children. Like he's giving her out. I guarantee she still ain't gonna take
Okay,
it.
well, let me say this. This is why I say this. I have college because Kevin, I want to answer the question.
This is why I'm gonna stop you right here, man. I'm gonna stop you right here, and I'm gonna stop you right here. This is why young women are stopped coming to you, ladies. This is as the woman who called my show last night, Anthony. Who are you to be giving all this advice? And then this 46-year-old woman. Young women are stopped listening to y'all because
you can't give a direct answer. Whatever works for you. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's either A, B, C, or D. Whatever works for you. What? Come on, man.
You won't stop. There's a reason that 32,000 people watching my show, and a lot of them are women, because you're not telling them the truth. You won't be direct with them.
Mm-hmm.
You won't just tell them, look, if you want to have your career, it's going to cost you. You won't tell them that if you want to get married and have kids, you need to do it before a certain age to have a better shot. You know better, but you won't tell them.
No. Let me say this. I was engaged when I was in my 20s to my college sweetheart.
I ain't asking about you.
Kevin, let me just give you, because I'm going to give you the answer. And I made a choice not to get married.
She keep bringing it back to her, man. He's asking you for the other women that are that's going to be watching this video, that may be on the panel tonight. He's asking you, at what age would you tell young ladies to focus on those things? He's giving you the opportunity right now.
Married, right? And I don't have kids to this day. So I could say I have regrets because I could be married and have
What
kids.
age?
That was like 25.
What age would you tell the women? I ain't asking about you. And
I'm trying to answer it, but you won't let me answer it.
No, I just need you to give me the age. I don't need the background. Give me the age. They're between the ages of 21 and 50. What age, if you want to get married and have a family, what age should they start prioritizing?
You allow me to answer, Kevin, because
I'm allowed you to give me an age. I'm going to end this conversation.
I know a girl that had a baby.
I'm allowed you to give me an age range.
Kevin, right. Oh my God, it was not talking to you. Yep.
This is why they're not listening to you anymore. This is why. This is a woman talking about our running relationship channel, and I asked a simple question: at what age?
And she runs. See, this is the problem that I have. Like, she does this every night. You do this every night. You have a relationship channel. You have the opportunity right now to speak to those young women. You can't even be direct and give a direct age. What the freak? I'm just not seeing something. It says Kevin R. Samuels. My bad.
Age would you tell women to start prioritizing? They don't want to tell you.
My name is Chastity.
What do you got for me, Chastity?
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. What we got? What's up, man? Y'all still rocking with me? Y'all want me to keep going, or y'all want me to go ahead and end it right here, man? There's another young lady on here. She's gonna be on here for about. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it, man. Let's go ahead and do it. We still got some people that's on the panel right now. Want to go ahead and acknowledge everybody. Appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Thank you guys for the comments. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit a like for the YouTube algorithm before you guys leave out.
Well, I mean, I don't really understand why a lot of...
She looked like somebody I know.
I'll say, because I'm 27, so it's kind of crazy to me how a lot of women who's like twice my age, they like disagree with a lot of things that you're saying. A lot of things that you're saying is like true, and I look at my own family like, oh snap, like.
All right, I'm looking at her. And she looks young. She looks like she's wearing her own hair. I don't see any makeup. Not bad, man. Not bad.
The women that he's describing are the women in my family, and a lot of them, unfortunately, aren't married. Or if they are married, they're in marriages that's like not worth it at all. So I look and I'm like, no, that's not what I want. So I'll just wait my chance until the right one comes along, you know.
So one, I will say that many of those women, they're not arguing with me so much as they're arguing with the choices of and the reality of their own life. What I'm saying has not been talked about a lot, and it's like admitting that you blown those time. I don't say you wasted those years. Admitting you can't get that time back is hard.
And again, these are women that, are at the age of their late 30s, some 40s. They don't want to hear that, man. Don't tell me that I made the wrong decision. Don't bring that damn mirror in here. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, man. For real. I know I made the wrong decision.
And at 27, you still have more in front of you.
Yeah, and
Let
I'm
me
trying
ask
to
you.
get it right now so that I won't have to be 40 plus still trying to figure it out.
Well, my question is, are the women in your family giving you actionable good advice?
No, because like I had a situation where I messed it up. I had a good guy, I messed it up. And my family were like, "Oh, F him. You were young, you do what you want to do, blah blah blah." But now, like, I'm not gonna lie, you've been my therapist. somebody sent me they sent me your link and they were like, "Go watch him. Like the things that he's saying is things that you should listen to." So then I started watching you, and now it's like I'm addicted to it. I watch you every day pretty much.
The ability to look at a situation and say,
Hey, yo, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. Again, shout out to Kevin Samuels, man.
you know what, I messed this up, is a good thing. Because that means you're taking accountability and ownership, and you can grow that way.
Which a lot of women,
all men are really asking for.
A lot of women will not take accountability. A lot of women.
What I would say to women like yourself is forget them. Let them not take accountability and ownership, and that means the kind of women you are, you'll have an overabundance of male attention, because men are not, the kind of men they want are not going to accept women who don't take accountability. So it may sound good to tell you forget this, forget that, forget this, forget that, but you're looking at outcomes. Stop trying to get them to change. I mean, there's a lot. Here's another thing. I'll be compassionate with my generation. We were given a lot of bad information, my generation. We were given a lot of bad information. The internet came along a little too late, but the reality is, in the Black community, I think everybody needs therapy, men and women. But unfortunately, the men can make changes and still go on to the second or third part of our life and do something. If you're a woman who's reached a certain age, you can't undo and go back and have kids, and that has an effect. My only problem is they don't tell you young women the truth.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're almost dooming you to the same things, and they should be doing something.
Because sometimes I think that they're like slick jealous, like they don't really want you to. They don't want you to surpass the state that they're at, or that they don't want you to reach where they never reach. Put it like that. Because
did you watch the broadcast I had last night?
I watched some of it.
There's a woman who came on my show last night. She was about 46 years old, and there was a woman asking me, "Who are you to be telling these young women all this stuff?"
A lot of people say, like, when I send your videos to people, like, even when you discuss the weight, I totally agree with you. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, if nobody else tell you the truth, who else is gonna be honest and tell you? I have nothing.
Hey, yo, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, dog. Hey, I guarantee you, this young lady, right, because she already so far ahead of most women that call into this doggone show. Guarantee you, she probably got a man right now. Guarantee.
People I don't know. I don't know why you think that's
that woman right there.
I don't know you.
That woman came on last night with straight smoke. Who are you? Who are you to be telling these young women? And I said, all right, if you don't think I should tell them anything, what do you tell them? And you know what she had to tell them? Young women, don't listen to old men. That's all she had to say. She didn't have anything positive to say. And then she watched me sit there and talk to 3 young women and give them good advice. You know what? She still didn't change her mind.
They be jealous. They're jealous. That's what they can't go back and redo their whole life, so they want to knock you and make it so that you won't reach your fullest.
Well, you keep on reaching, and you learn how to detach from them with love. Watch me with your headphones in. Stop trying to convince them. Go on and live your best life, young daughter. Appreciate it.
I love it. Thank you. All right, bye.
That's what I mean right there.
Getting an LLC for your business.
Yo, man, shout out to my dog, man. Mother loving Kevin Samuels, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. No connection. Remove that from here. Yo, man, yo, that was dope. I'm gonna have to find that clip that he was talking about with that older lady that was coming with the smoke. We might do like a Kevin Samuel smoke show, man. Man, we've been hanging out for almost what? Almost 2 hours, 20 minutes. Yo, that is crazy. Still kicking it at freaking 12:30 at night, man. And I got a busy day tomorrow. Shout out to everybody that came through tonight, man. We're gonna try to make this. I don't know, man. We may do this either every night or every other night. You know what I mean? I absolutely love the interactions and stuff that we got tonight. Thank you guys so much, man. The comments, the people that are still right now viewing the video live, man. Shout out to y'all. All the comments, man. I even had my boy Aiden that came through. My Ace Boom Coon. Y'all, listen, Aiden been kicking it with me since I'm telling you, man, I may have only had like 100 subscribers, dog, on my main channel. On my main channel before, like I said, before we even got to like 50,000 subscribers and picked up all them subs, man. Listen, Aiden has been right. Hey, shout out to my dog Aiden, man. Salute, brother. I appreciate you again for rocking with me. I appreciate everybody else that came through that was rocking with me, man. My boy Derek, my homegirl Melanie, baby Jack Jack, the ultimate red pill channel, big man 7917, 88, 88. Like I already said, my boy Aiden, man. And everybody else that commented tonight, man. Thank you guys so much, man. I really do appreciate it, man, for sticking in, tuning in. Again, we're gonna try to do this a little bit more frequent. You guys have been waiting on me to get back to doing these reaction videos, and I do miss being in this space. We're still in the process of working on getting another microphone in here, a little bit more expensive one, and getting a better arm. Uh, we got some other things that we need to do as far as the lighting goes. But yeah, man, everything is a work in progress, man. It's a work in progress. We definitely gonna get there. But anywho, man, thank you guys so much for coming in, chilling. I apologize for keeping you guys up this late, man. But I'll see you guys. Let's say we may be able to do a live tomorrow, man. We may be able to do a live tomorrow. Oh yeah, and if you want to send anything to me, man, feel free to head over on Instagram, man. It's Katie Production INC. No spaces in between, man. Katie Production INC. You can send things to my messenger, well, to my inbox, and I'll try to respond. I do have another video that I still need to get to about Kevin Sam. I'm kind of on the fence about doing that with man, but we'll see. We'll see. If the time is right, we'll rock with it. But again, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Also, the merch store is out, man. Y'all go check out my merch, man. What is it? Katie's Empire on Teespring. I'm gonna leave a link, man. People have been asking me about merch on my main channel for like 2 years, so we got that, man. We gonna get something in soon. But y'all be blessed, man, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.